Hello friends, Jai Hind. Welcome to this new episode of the Indian Military Anecdotes. Our guest today on the show is Colonel Vinayak Deshpande, my course mate. Colonel Vinayak Deshpande was commissioned on 22nd December 1979 into the Regiment of Artillery, and he got his Air OP wing on 14th May 1985. During the course of his service, he actively participated in many counter-insurgency, counter-terrorist operations that the Indian Armed Forces conducted across various troubled geographies. Prominent amongst them were in Punjab, Operation Bluestar / Operation Woodrose in 1985 and Op Trident in 1987. In Arunachal Pradesh later, Op Falcon, and later in the Kashmir Valley high altitude operations, Operation Meghdoot, then Siachen Glacier, and later he had a sea time, which is like a field area. He was awarded the Chief of Army Staff Commendation in 1993 for a daredevil casualty-evacuation that he did from the forward areas of the enemy minefield. He has plenty of his daredevilry experiences flying in the high altitude, snowbound areas of India's northern sector. Before we begin with Colonel Deshpande's narration, I have compiled for you a small clip to understand what the life at Siachen Glacier is all about, and one more smaller clip to acquaint you with the helicopter flying in those high altitude areas. Please watch these clips carefully and try to assimilate all you can. It will help you understand the entire episode better. Thank you.
This is the Siachen Glacier, 20,000 feet up in the Himalayas, the scene of pristine beauty and breathtaking views. Here, a 76-kilometer stretch of mountainous land near the Pakistan border. But wait a minute, this place is barren and inhospitable for any human settlement. Even breathing here is difficult. The borderline between India and Pakistan was demarcated up to the point NJ9842 at the foot of the Siachen Glacier. Pakistan was covertly claiming the area for themselves. The area in dispute is 2,600 square kilometers. The Saltro Ridge lies to the west of the Siachen Glacier. Along the Saltro mountain range is the actual ground position line. Lying on the edge of the Saltro Ridge are the heights called the Gyeongla, Bilaphonla, Siala and Indraka. On 3rd April 1984, the Indian Army launched Operation Meghdoot, three major mountain passes of Siala, Bilaphonla and Gyeongla. The operation resulted in India gaining 70 kilometers along the Siachen Glacier and all its tributary glaciers. India has succeeded in capturing the Siachen, but the cost of maintaining a permanent base there is very expensive. No less than 1,000 Indian soldiers have died since 1984 while serving in the world's highest, deadliest and costliest battlefield. Most of the soldiers died due to hostile climatic conditions. The temperature can dip to minus 60 degrees Celsius in the glacier spread over 76 square kilometers. Threat from avalanches, crevasses, blizzards and frosty winds is as constant as one's breath and heartbeat. Low level of oxygen are a constant cause of concern. The major cause of deaths at this high altitude battlefield of around 24,000 feet is hypothermia. The condition sets in when the human body loses heat faster than it can produce, causing a dangerously low body temperature. Besides, the glacier causes frostbite, whiteouts and hypoxia, where the human tissues are starved of oxygen. The Indian Army today maintains at least 108 forward military outposts and artillery observation posts in that area. Organizing logistics in this high-altitude battlefield is the biggest challenge. The conditions are so severe that even choppers have to exceed their service ceilings to ensure our Jawans remain fighting fit and essential supplies reach them on time.
Point Sonum is a helipad located at an altitude of 21,000 feet on the Siachen Glacier. It is one of the highest helipads in the world and serves as a crucial lifeline for the Indian Army, providing supplies and reinforcements to troops stationed in the region. Point Sonum is a crucial asset for the Indian Army in the Siachen Glacier region. It allows them to transport supplies and personnel to the front lines, which is essential for maintaining the military presence in the region.
Colonel Vinayak Deshpande, we are very eager to listen to your anecdote. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Colonel Anil. Jai Hind. Nice
Jai-
reconnecting with you. Let us analyze the strong bond of brotherhood, team spirit, or esprit de corps in the army, where one easily sacrifices own life for the team goal
Oh, yes.
or teammates.
Yes, absolutely.
Once again, I'll take you to the highest battlefield in the world, Siachen Glacier. Saltoro Range is part of the higher Himalayas and runs western side of the Siachen. We
I know you've
occupy.
done a lot of daredevil flights there.
Yes, yes. But this one is not really connected with my flying. It's something else.
Right,
Here we occupy various higher peaks between 18 to 24,000 feet elevation to protect the glacier.
right.
It gives a better observation and dominance over the vast area using machine guns, rockets, and artillery fire.
I see.
It deprives the effective use of ground to enemy. Some of the posts do not have a road or track. Only selected very few types of helicopters can barely land in vicinity of those posts to meet all administrative needs
I
like
see.
ammunition, fuel, medicines, rotation of soldiers, canned food, etc.
I see.
The canned food is like potato in brine, peculiar smell curries, baked beans, egg powder, dehydrated onion peels.
Oh,
Now these peels, they look like outermost dry peel of the onion that we use. It is to be boiled in water for a few minutes to get some semblance to onion.
oh, I see.
At 20,000 feet, water boils at 80 degrees Celsius instead of 100 degrees at sea level. So no onion peel is cooked.
Right.
Indian Air Force transport aeroplanes from Chandigarh paradrop the bulk stores in Siachen dropping zone.
Mm-hmm.
Administrative base converts it into suitable size loads for air maintenance of the post.
Right.
I was flying air maintenance flight shuttles as a co-pilot with my boss on a winter morning. We carried maximum possible load for the marginal power landing at a snow-covered post 20,000 feet elevation. Temperature was minus 30 degrees Celsius.
Oh,
The tricky landing demanded super flying skills and total concentration. After landing, Captain handed over the flying controls to me to suck oxygen through the hanging mask.
mm,
Then you have to physically pull the mask to you and start sucking it. It is not attached to the helmet. Their oxygen level is just one third of at sea level. Helipad NCO smartly saluted him and opened the helicopter door for unloading. Boss 2 greeted the Havaldar with a smiling salute and shouted at top of the helicopter noise, कैसे हो? ठीक है साहब, माफ करना साहब. क्यों क्या हुआ? नहीं साहब, माफ करना साहब. This maaf karna continued for quite some time.
I see.
Boss had not inhaled the oxygen for a long time
Oh,
due to tricky landing and loud conversation. His blood oxygen level was depleting very fast. Medically, it is called hypoxia. Initial symptoms are irritation and short temperedness. Ultimately, Boss grabbed the Havaldar by his collar and with choicest Punjabi abuses yelled, "Bakar jo kehna hai?" The NCO was shocked. He barely said, "साहब अगली बार आओगे तो साहब एक छोटा सा प्याज और एक छोटा सा हरा मिर्च ले आना साहब." The boss was stunned. He left the collar. Doors closed as the unloading and loading of the helicopter was complete. In deep choked voice, he ordered, "Take off." We pilots try to save every drop of fuel to squeeze in additional shuttle and offer sizable payload bonus with low fuel. I initiated takeoff and he started inhaling oxygen. At safe altitude, I glanced at his moist eyes. He said in a heavy voice, "This soldier asked for forgiveness so many times prior to committing the so-called crime of a personal request to the senior officer.
right.
And I behaved like an insensitive monster. He is not on a choice posting. He is guarding the national interest in the most inhospitable terrain, facing enemy fire and vagaries of weather. We officers have failed in our duty. We cannot meet soldiers' need." I was surprised. He was commanding an aviation unit and not even remotely connected with administration of that infantry unit.
Correct.
It is like a worker from PWD complaining to an officer from Health Department about not receiving his salary. And this generous officer takes the onus to himself and pays out of his own hard-earned money. I've had a longer career in civil than in the Indian Army. I
Right.
did not see a single parallel example in civil.
Oh,
On contrary, here I found people commit blunders but find a scapegoat to save own seat. The game continues till they run out of their luck. Personally, I was very happy to have a kind and considerate boss in this extremely challenging, dangerous, and unforgiving operational area. As his adjutant, a staff officer assisting him in operations, human resource, and administration, I routinely experienced human aspects of his great personality. After a couple of Hermitage shuttles, by lunchtime, we returned to Siachen base camp. One
yeah.
casualty was to be air evacuated to Leh General Hospital. I was detailed pilot in command with another co-pilot. Briefing: Vinayak, do the needful at whatever cost. Leh General Hospital has a single helipad. Convention is to occupy it for the shortest duration to facilitate another air evacuation. But it is very close to the Leh market. Just climb the stairs and you are in the Leh market. I landed my helicopter in the farthest corner, ensuring another helicopter could land, and switched off.
Right.
After handing over the patient, I ran to the stairs. We purchased onions, green chilies, ginger, and garlic, but could not find coriander and tomatoes in the whole market. I must have paid about 10 times what I would have paid in
Oh,
Chandigarh.
I see.
Remembered the briefing, do the needful at whatever cost. Those days, only Indian Airlines used to operate a few flights per week from Delhi and Chandigarh. Fresh vegetables were air transported to Leh. After returning to Siachen base camp in the evening, I handed over the bag to my boss. Next day morning, boss flew with another co-pilot and we met for lunch in the mess and he shared his experience. After he landed at the forward helipad, the Havaldar was reluctant to come to the helicopter.
Mm.
Boss signaled him to come closer, put hand around his shoulder and ask for forgiveness, simultaneously handing over the bag.
Wow.
Though thickly bearded NCO was wearing a monkey cap, big snow goggles, and thick winter clothes, his body language and expression of gratitude was beyond words.
Absolutely.
Now about my boss. He is Lieutenant Colonel M.S. Chauhan, Gallantry Sena Medal.
Oh,
He has been my role model since my young captain days. A no-nonsense thorough professional, great team leader, and excellent human being. Fondly he is called Tiger Chauhan. Asli Sherdil Insan who truly lives spirit of Field Marshal Philip Chetwood principle. The safety, honor and welfare of the country comes first, always and every time. The honor, welfare and comfort of the men you command comes next.
come next.
Your own ease, comfort and safety comes last, always
Always
and
and
every time.
We've lived with this Chetwood motto all our life.
Yes, yes, but he has been truly following it in true spirit.
Right. Hats off to Colonel Chauhan, a great guy.
Yes,
This is a very, very amazing story of team spirit, the consideration for men that we have as officers. This is truly amazing. I'm sure our viewers are going to really enjoy this episode. And thanks so much, Colonel Vinayak Deshpande. Thank you very much. We hope to see you soon with another very interesting story of your daredevilry fight, flying at the Siachen Glacier.
yes.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot and
Thank you very
all
much.
the very best. Thank you.
Thank you.